I think it's genius. I mean, that the issues that you just discussed and the time frames and everything like that on the 1031, I don't know enough about it to really get too into it, but we definitely are going to look more into it, learn more about it, because I agree with you. It sounds like the future of where that whole world is going, where it should be going. It makes a lot more sense than just doing a 1031 into another property with this very tight time frame.
So what would you say you found is the biggest frustration when it comes to a 1031 exchange as it pertains to your clients over the years, Grant?
So it would definitely be on the as markets rose over the past, from 2018 till today. I mean, obviously we had COVID in the middle there, but that was always the biggest problem as a broker or now as a buyer, is that you have a lot of sellers that sit there and say, well, we can't replace this money. So while we would love to sell it to you for $6 million, we won't put it anywhere. So for that reason, we're not going to sell. That's always been the biggest issue for us on the brokerage side as well as on the investment side.
Yeah, and we call it the shotgun wedding, right? And you got to get
Yeah.
stuck in a 45-day identification, 180-day wedding, and sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't, and that becomes the challenge. Enter what we do here. It's called a deferred sales trust, and it eliminates the need for the 1031. But even better than that, the funds can go into passive real estate funds, like the industrial fund that you guys have.
Mm-hmm.
It can come from assets that are unlike kind, right? Like
Yeah.
come from businesses, crypto. It can come from primary home sales. It can save a failed 1031 exchange. In fact, we believe it is the future of all really multi-million-dollar asset sales. And it has this close to 30-year track record. But I'm curious, someone like yourself, Grant, we met for the first time at the Family Office Club.
Yeah.
You're learning about this. What was your first thoughts when you heard about the deferred sales trust?
I think it's genius. I mean, that the issues that you just discussed and the time frames and everything like that on the 1031, I don't know enough about it to really get too into it, but we definitely are going to look more into it, learn more about it, because I agree with you. It sounds like the future of where that whole world is going, where it should be going. It makes a lot more sense than just doing a 1031 into another property with this very tight time frame. And you're going to eat up a lot of alpha doing that.
Absolutely. And if you want to learn more about that, you can go to a couple of places. You can go to capitalgainstaxsolutions.com. You can also go to experttaxsecrets.com. We just released the best 1031 exit plan. And that involves not only the full 1031 service, but it also involves the deferred sales trust as a backup plan in case it fails. So whether you're doing a regular 1031 exchange, a reverse 1031 exchange, whether you're doing a Delaware statutory trust or a deferred sales trust, the best 1031 exit plan covers every single aspect. You don't ever want to get caught in a 1031 without a backup plan or an alternative. Just go to experttaxsecrets.com or capitalgainstaxsolutions.com to learn more.